जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, प्रधानमंत्री की अलग अलग दुनिया के राष्ट्रनेताओं से बातचीत हो रही है। इसी क्रम में 28 मार्च को प्रधानमंत्री की बातचीत सऊदी अरब के युवराज और वहाँ के प्रधानमंत्री हिज रॉयल हाइनेस प्रिंस मोहम्मद बिन सलमान से हुई। इस बातचीत के दौरान उन्होंने पश्चिम एशिया में जो संघर्ष चल रहा है उस पर बातें रखी अपनी। प्रधानमंत्री ने उस क्षेत्र में ऊर्जा व्यवस्था इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर हुए हमले पर की निंदा की। दोनों नेताओं ने आज़ाद नौ परिवहन और जहाज़ के रास्ते को खुला और सुरक्षित रखने पर भी बातचीत की। साथ ही साथ प्रधानमंत्री ने सऊदी अरब के युवराज को वहाँ चूँकि हमारे बहुत बड़े भारत के भारतीय समुदाय रहता है उसके देखभाल के लिए उनको धन्यवाद दिया। विशेष जानकारी हमारे
थैंक यू। अब मैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स के एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी गर्ल श्री असीम महाजन जी से अनुरोध करूंगी कि वे गल्फ रीजन से जुड़े लेटेस्ट डेवलपमेंट पे आपको जानकारी दें।
Good afternoon. The Ministry of External Affairs continues to closely monitor the evolving situation in the Gulf and West Asia region. The safety, security and welfare of the large Indian community in the region remains our utmost priority. Our dedicated special control room remains operational to assist Indian nationals and their families, and we continue to coordinate closely with state governments and union territories to share information and align our response efforts. Our missions and posts across the region are functioning round the clock, operating 24/7 helplines, issuing regular updated advisories, and remaining actively engaged with the Indian community associations, organizations, and Indian companies spread across the region. They remain in close contact with local governments. Our missions are proactively addressing issues and concerns being raised by Indian nationals, including facilitation for visas, consular services, facilitating transit through neighboring countries where there are airspace restrictions, and providing logistical support where required. Welfare of Indian students in the Gulf countries is being accorded high priority. Government is making every effort to see that students' academic year is not impacted. Our missions are in regular touch and are actively coordinating with the local authorities, Indian schools in the region, concerned boards, and national testing agencies. CBSE has already notified assessment scheme for declarations of results of class 10 and 12 in the region. Academic concerns, particularly those related to CBSE, ICSE, Kerala boards, and JEE and NEET exams, are being addressed through regular outreach to parents and students. Particular attention is being given to the welfare of Indian seafarers. Our missions are in continuous contact with Indian crew members on vessels across the region to provide support, including extending consular assistance, facilitating communication with their families in India, and facilitating requests to return to India. An update on the status of flights. The overall flight situation continues to improve with additional flights operating from the region to various destinations in India. Since February 28, around 550,000 passengers have returned from the region to India. Airlines continue to operate limited non-scheduled flights based on operational and safety considerations between India and UAE. Around 85 flights are expected to operate from UAE to India today. Flights are operating from various airports in Saudi Arabia and Oman to different destinations in India. With the Qatar airspace partially open, Qatar Airways is expected to operate around 10 flights to India today. Kuwait and Bahrain airspace remain closed. Jazeera Airways of Kuwait and Gulf Air of Bahrain have been operating non-scheduled commercial flights from Dammam Airport of Saudi Arabia to various destinations in India. Due to flight restrictions and airspace closure, we continue to facilitate travel of Indian nationals from Iran through Armenia and Azerbaijan to India, from Israel, from Egypt and Jordan to India, from Iraq through Jordan and Saudi Arabia to India, and from Kuwait and Bahrain through Saudi Arabia to India. Yesterday, an Indian national unfortunately lost his life in an attack in Kuwait. We express our deepest condolences to the family of the deceased. Our mission in Kuwait is in touch with the family of the deceased and is coordinating closely with the local authorities to render all support remains